AITA for feeling upset about my ex's involvement with my friend. So, my ex boyfriend and I were together for about 6 months before we broke up due to issues with my family. My dad had very strong negative feelings towards him, and although it wasn't easy, we decided to end things to avoid further conflict. The breakup was tough because we hadn't really fallen out of love with each other. Even after we broke up, we stayed in contact, and it was clear that we both still had unresolved feelings. There were times when we even talked about getting back together, and eventually we did give it another shot. Unfortunately, it didn't work out, primarily due to mental health challenges we were both facing at the time. Throughout this period, my ex continued to show that he still cared about me. He would often go out of his way to do things that made me feel like I was still important to him. Whether it was sending me something to cheer me up when I was having a rough day, or making comments that suggested he still saw a future for us, he kept me in his life in a way that felt more than just friendly. After our final breakup, we decided to stay friends because deep down, we both knew we weren't over each other. Neither of us really pursued new romantic relationships, and we had an unspoken understanding that this was because of our lingering feelings. One thing we both agreed on, though, was that we wouldn't get romantically involved with each other's friends. We saw that as a boundary that, if crossed, would be disrespectful and potentially hurtful. For me, it wasn't just about protecting my feelings, but also about maintaining a sense of respect between us. However, I recently found out that he became romantically involved with someone I consider a friend. This came as a shock, and when I confronted him about it, he told me I was overreacting. He tried to downplay my feelings, saying that the person he got involved with wasn't really my friend by his definition. According to him, a friend is someone you hang out with all the time and talk to 24/7. But to me, friendship isn't just about constant communication. It's about trust, mutual respect, and knowing that someone will be there for you when you need them. The friend he was involved with isn't someone I talk to every day, but we've shared good times and would be there for each other if needed. Knowing that he crossed a line we had both agreed on, especially after recently expressing that he still had feelings for me, felt like a betrayal. I ended up apologizing to him for what he perceived as an overreaction, but I can't shake the feeling that I was justified in being upset. I understand that I have no right to control who he chooses to be with, but I can't help but feel hurt and backstabbed by his actions. It's not just about him being with someone else. It's about the fact that he went against his word and did something we both agreed was off limits. This situation has left me questioning whether my feelings are valid or if I'm just being unreasonable. So, AITA for feeling this way.